Yo, Jamel here, and Microsoft has officially kicked off the next-gen game reveals with its first of many Xbox 2020 digital video events for this year, this one focusing specifically on third-party titles. But before we jump into the details, please hit subscribe and click that notification bell so I can keep you up to date on all the gaming news you care about. In this sci-fi game set in the year 2036, you will play as Shalia, a member of the Supernatural Science Research Organization. The game will have crazy elements such as time travel and ancient samurai who have found themselves in the wrong era. The gameplay is based around experimentation and customization. Any skills you unlock in the game can be combined with any other to create different methods of combat that suit your style. I'm picking up Major Doom Eternal vibes myself. The game's developers said they were able to put a major focus on the graphical effects thanks to DirectX ray tracing on the Series X. This has allowed them to bring gamers a truly next-gen experience when it comes to graphics. At the beginning of every console generation, there's always a racing game that shows off the power of the new tech. Dirt 5 is aiming to be that game for the next generation. The devs have promised stunning visuals with attention to detail that any car fan would appreciate, and a career mode with a deep story that has the equivalent of an A-list cast when it comes to video games. With names like Troy Baker and Nolan North attached, I'm very interested to see what kind of story a game like this could possibly tell. Of course, you will have up to 12-player online multiplayer, and my personal favorite, 4-player split screen. As a fan of the first-person horror genre, as well as the movie Alien, the trailer for this game has landed it in my most anticipated games of the next generation. Ebb Software has taken major influence from the likes of H.R. Giger and David Cronenberg for the art direction and style of the game's setting. The devs say that every location in its non-linear world will have its own story, puzzles, and characters. I definitely can't wait to see more from this title.
Together, we built order out of chaos.
In this story-driven single-player game, players will control two characters: Nara, an ace pilot with a haunted past, and Forsaken, her sentient AI starfighter. The game will tell the story of the protagonist's efforts to free the galaxy from an oppressive cult known as the Circle. With very little gameplay, it's hard to tell what this game will actually be like, but the story concept is interesting enough, in my opinion.
Her ascension serve as proof of our righteousness. It is in her honor that we strive for chorus.
This ends with us.
This RPG is set in the World of Darkness story universe. Florian Swartzer, the senior project manager on Bloodlines 2, says the game is based on a dark reflection of the dev team's hometown of Seattle. They want to make you feel like a vampire, a monster hiding among humans. In the game, you'll meet fascinating characters, competing factions, and get to choose who to support, and whose night to wreck. As you uncover more of Seattle's supernatural underbelly, you will decide how to grow and what being a vampire means for you. The game will support smart delivery, so if you buy it on Xbox One, it will also work and be upgraded when you purchase your Xbox Series X, as well as carry your save over with it.
Hours. Make one mistake, and it's over. Here, no one's hands stay clean. You will come to despise it as much as I do. But I've waited so long to see it again.
Oh, Harry. What have you done?
Call of the Sea is the first game from Out of the Blue, a new studio comprised of talented developers who have worked on iconic indie titles like Celeste and Guacamelee 2. The game's protagonist Nora will be voiced by Cissy Jones, whose voice work in the game Firewatch is, in my opinion, unforgettable. The game takes place in the 1930s and tells the love story between Nora and her husband through a story-driven puzzle adventure that hopes to pay homage to the classics of the genre while also adding new dimensions of its own.
On this extraordinary isle, I dare say I've found my strength again. I'm scared of what it means. I feel the call of something deep within. Whispers of things long forgotten. Will we be forgotten too? What did you find here, Harry?
Scarlet Nexus is another game that will support Xbox's smart delivery feature, so you can buy it for Xbox One and still have access to the Xbox Series X upgraded version. The title's gameplay looks reminiscent of games like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. According to Xbox.com, in Scarlet Nexus, players will take on the role of Yuito Sumeragi, armed with the talent and psychokinesis, and explore the futuristic city of New Himuka and uncover the mysteries of a brainpunk future caught between technology and psychic abilities. With these psychokinetic powers, the world becomes an important ally. Lift, break, and hurl pieces of the environment to build attack combos and lay waste to enemies.
I'm Yuito Sumeragi. My power is psychokinesis. Ready? Go!
Cyberpunk sure is making a big comeback in gaming, and the Ascent wants to be at the party. The game is an action RPG with up to 4-player co-op, and the plot is as follows. The mega corporation that owns you and everyone, the Ascent Group, has just collapsed. Confusion and chaos ensue. Security and order are in disarray, and without protection, everyone is left to fend for themselves. Stop gangs and hostile corporations from taking over and discover what really happened.
This is a crisis supernova. The Ascent Group has collapsed. We have a shot at true independence. And I won't let it go to waste.
We wish to test your abilities by giving you a special assignment. Find out what happened.
Work together on this one. Let's get it done!
てめえもヤクザの端くれなら、けじめのつけ方ぐらいしてだろ!
Set in modern-day Yokohama, Japan, in Yakuza Like a Dragon, you'll play as Ichiban Kasuga, a low-ranking grunt of a low-ranking Yakuza family as you fight your way up from rock bottom in dynamic RPG combat as you gather a party of misfits from the outskirts of society, each with their own deep backstory and motivations. Level up 19 different jobs far from traditional RPG fare. Ichiban isn't a warrior or a mage, but he can be a bodyguard, a musician, or even a chef. Each job has completely unique strengths and skills. You can mix and match to find the right setup for any encounter. The game will also support Xbox's Smart Delivery feature. I have literally dreamed about dinosaur games like Turok making a comeback in the near future. I'm not saying I have the ability to see the future, but damn it am I glad that the gaming gods have heard my cries. Second Extinction is a fast-paced co-op first-person shooter featuring extreme gore and a story about mutant dinosaurs taking over the planet. The game is not open world, but does have open world features blended into a more linear style of gameplay. It seems that at launch the game will have only 4 characters, but the dev team plans to add new characters to the roster and new campaigns in the future. The lead producer on Second Extinction also mentioned an evolution dynamic in the game called the war effort, but said that we will hear more information on that in the future. From the team that gave us Blair Witch and Layers of Fear comes their largest and most ambitious project yet, called The Medium, a brand new psychological horror IP with an original score composed by Akira Yamaoka of Silent Hill fame. Though I'm sad that this means the secret project that Yamaoka teased on Twitter not too long ago isn't a Silent Hill reboot, I'm very excited he's working with BLOOBER team, some of the best in the horror genre of video games today. The Medium's design and gameplay will center around perception. Specifically, when you change your perspective in-game, you will see truths and things you did not originally perceive. You will play as Marianne, a medium who can interact with both the real world and the spirit world. With her ability to see from these two perspectives, you will uncover the truth behind the mysteries of a hotel with a horrible tragedy in its past. The game will support 4K resolution, ray tracing, and require no loading screens. Let me know in the comments which reveal from the Xbox 2020 video event was your favorite.